Hello friends, my name is Adrian and I'm joined by
Jerry.
And today we're doing another Radiohead album. This time it's Amnesiac. Very excited for this one. Jerry's been saying his praises. What do you have to say about this album?
So I was thinking about what to say about this album before because I had felt like you were going to ask me this question. And all I can say is that I don't think I'm as big a fan of Radiohead as I thought in my head, because I'm like, what about this album? I can't really say too much. I've listened to it a number of times. It's probably been close to a decade since I've listened to the whole thing as an album, as a piece of artwork. I know I loved it. I know it was weird. I know it went in a different direction than the earlier stuff. And that's just kind of what they've been doing. So I'm really excited to listen to it. I'm sure I'll have things to say when it's happening, but right now, I don't really remember. I think Amnesiac and Kid A were cousins or sisters or whatever. They had similar tracks and then they got divided up. Have you noticed TikTok lately? People are sniping people falling asleep and then comparing it to the Benz cover, or they're putting someone's face on the Benz cover. It was like, it's so funny.
I haven't seen those, but I can imagine. That sounds incredible.
I love TikTok.
Yeah, so this is like my fourth time hearing a Radiohead album, so I haven't heard this. But I don't think I've heard a single song on this one. Maybe I have.
I cannot wait. Oh, this is going to be fun for me to watch your face. You're going to like this, because this is right up your alley. You love synth. You love big chords.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah.
We'll start with track 1, which is Packed like Sardines in a Crushed Tin Box. This already feels kind of in line with some of the Kid A stuff. That one sound almost sounds like a... Whoa. This is crazy.
The delay in there.
I love that, like the drum, the drum machine.
I like that scratchy.
Yeah, it's like 8-bit, like gaming core or something.
I feel some Kraftwerk influences in here. Early synth and Moog stuff.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Again, I see the Aphex Twin, which we should do, but it very around at the same time.
Yeah, they were scratching each other's backs, I think.
This is super cool, though. And he has some like effect on his vocal. I don't know what it is, but it's manipulated or something.
And then they've got looping vocals back and forth. Dang, dude. That was the best listen of that song I've ever had. So there's this one point where it was about to drop, where the synth was about to come in. And I knew, because I know the song, it's in me. And my finger was starting to go up to stop you from talking. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. So I just held my hand like this. You can probably see it in the playback. I held my hand like this. And then you started talking. I'm like, he's going to shut up in 3, 2. And then you just, it was amazing. Those were my favorite moments.
I was thinking like the drum part would just continue. And then, yeah, because I was going to say like that drum at the beginning sounded like some like conga, but like it was like
dry.
put through something. Like it was like chopped and screwed and yeah.
I almost thought it sounded like kind of metally, almost like
a
steel drum, but not, it didn't have the pwing.
Yeah, like that whole thing kind of sounded like industrial, but also like gaming kind of, you know, like I could see it, like some of those synths, like they sound kind of like they have like, they're like 8-bit synths, so like something that would be in like a Mario game or something.
Totally. That was an amazingly layered, beautiful composition. I loved it.
And the refrain is pretty memorable. I'm a reasonable man, get off my case, get off my case.
I gotta say that more.
Like that's such a good like thing to go by. Okay, this is track 2, Pyramid Song.
Are you sad you turned it down?
They always got some crunchy piano chords going on, right?
The video for this song is incredible.
have those like strings in the background.
Scary.
Mm-hmm. They like that. They like that unsettling feeling.
He harmonizes so beautifully with the chords.
There's something about like I know we've talked about the rhythm of this song, but there's something about the rhythm that's like throwing me off because it's like kind of hard to like grasp.
The chords don't hit when you expect. There is a delay. They wait.
Yeah. I like the strings here with him singing along. They always have great strings.
It's so much better than I remember. I feel feelings. Ooh. So let's hear from you because I blabbered the first time.
I mean, at first, like that song kind of felt like it was like a jigsaw puzzle and you just can't find that corner piece.
Oh.
Because like I was like the chords, yeah, they weren't landing where you think they're gonna land. Like they came like a beat after. But then once like the drums came in and like the strings came in, then it started like then that for me that was like the corner piece that finally put the puzzle together.
Okay.
What do you think?
To me, that became a regular song. I had heard it so many times. I'm like, meh, whatever. I played it on guitar, lots of times. So it just became something I was very familiar with. So listening to it like this, I love it again. The composition, the structure, even like the offbeat wasn't off-putting, but I was watching you and you looked so uncomfortable. And I was like, what's going on? I need to know. But I was just like loving it. I love that song.
Track 3 is Pulk, Pull Revolving Doors. Like the sound design on this is wild. The panning, they're like fuzzy.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. It's like a massage for your ears.
Yeah, they're like it's like you're twisting like the cap off of like a bottle of pop in each ear. There's like this fizziness on top of like the drums.
You've used that metaphor before, but I'm really picking it up.
Doors in the rudder's of big ships.
It's almost all percussion.
Mm-hmm.
And then synth.
And there are secret doors.
I love that pattern in the drums where it does like the kick like 4 times, like it'll come. That's so groovy. That's like the Pharrell counting.
You notice things I don't notice, and I love it.
Like this break right here is crazy.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I just like love the feeling of those drums because they're like dusty but like fizzy, but they have like that weird panning which is like left and right. I don't know, just a cool, unexpected that it would be like that direction.
And it almost felt like one was higher than the other, so they were off kilter as well. When I was listening to them, I really liked that. And I actually had an analogy for it. I had this older friend, and he loved scotch. And I went to his house once for this Christmas party, and he passed out these shots of scotch, and I got one. It was a Macallan 15. It was a really expensive bottle of scotch. I knew nothing. Took a shot. I'm like, yeah, that was good. He's kind of like, his eyes widened a little bit for a split second. He's like, you're supposed to, but he didn't say anything. He was cool about it. And then over time I learned more and more and more about scotch, and he told me things about scotch, and I got a book about it, and I read it all, and I learned it. And then I could really taste, like, there's 5 different flavors going on at once here. That's what's happening to me with this kind of music because of our conversations. And I'm listening to this, it's like listening to it the first time again, because you point out stuff and I'm like, oh, and you've been doing that for months now. So now I'm listening to my old stuff that I was like, I didn't know what it was. It was just like, this was how I treated Radiohead.
That's a good analogy. This is track 4, You and Whose Army.
Come on, you think you, come on.
I love the tone of that guitar. It's really nice.
Very beachy.
The vocals,
when you're
Humming?
crawling on.
That's like the first time I've heard upright bass on. That's pretty crazy. Unexpected. There's more.
You forget so
Oh, okay. Okay. Man, I love the sound of those drums. And the piano. I love that one pause. That one right there, where they pause and then the piano comes. That's great.
I've never listened to that song so quiet. Like, it's usually crazy, and then that drop, it changes how you feel about the world and that you inhabit. Like, oh, I love singing that song for bedtime, but it always wakes him up. What's a ghost horse, Daddy? Well, that's something that comes if you don't fall asleep right away. Just kidding. I don't do that. That's terrible. That's abuse.
Okay, I won't lie. At the beginning, I was like, okay, where's this going?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I find, like, a lot of the time when I listen to Radiohead for the first time, like, their melodies are, like, super hard to follow. Like, they're not, like, structured. They're not structured in the way that it's, like, easy to, like, follow along. It's like, oh, it's going to go here. The first half, I'm like, okay, where is this going? I hope it's not like this for the whole 4 minutes. But then, like, the payoff is always there.
Your
like
face was doing that for sure.
Right? But they always, they don't really fail with the payoff. But also, on that one, the piano was also really, really great. And I like the way the drums are much, like, drier on this album. Like, they don't sound like there's as much, like, space. Okay, this is track 5. I might be wrong.
I think you're going to like this one.
They just dropped that sustain.
Those slides. There's an emptiness now.
Yeah, there's
Let's fill.
that bass. I'm loving this so far. That bass, yeah, it's so, like, wiggly. I don't even know.
Almost like organ grinder.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool.
They're taking care of everything on this track.
Like, those drums perfectly fit with that. I love that bass, man. That's so cool. That is filthy. Dude, that is disgusting. Wow. I wasn't expecting another, because you already have the bass. I wasn't expecting, like, another one. Something.
70s funk guitar.
I love how they just kept building on that riff, you know? Something always new would be introduced to make it.
I didn't know this was still part of that track.
Oh, you thought it was part of a transition?
Yeah.
This is sick.
Way tighter now. Those bass.
That bass is crack.
Ed O'Brien is just murdering it.
That might be one of my favorites off of like first listen.
Like of anything.
That was so good. At first, I was like wild because I was like, "Oh, is this gonna be like a Ben's style tune because of that guitar?" But then it's like they took that, then like bridged it with like Kid A, and it had like a baby, and it was like that song. And they just kept building off that riff. And there was like something new that came in. There was like the drums, which sounded like an in between of like synthetic but real. And then there was like the two basses.
I wasn't even sure it was it almost sounds like computer generated, like beep boop 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 type buttons. Bloop boop 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 boop.
Yeah, it's some, but it has like a low end to it. Like it's kind of like buzzing. Like it's like warm. It's like a synth bass, but they left enough room for that real bass to come in. And then the outro was also really cool.
I feel like I lost a pound of weight just listening to that. Like it was a workout. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I don't have to do my 10,000 steps today because I just listened to that song. And that's never. I've listened to it so many times, but it's new to me now. I love it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's my favorite so far for sure. Track 6, Knives Out. That one guitar is so great, like the.
Bass is so low end. I don't even know if you can pick it out.
Yeah, I haven't even picked up on that yet.
You almost can't hear the notes because it's just.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the drum beat is the most basic so far. The whole time.
Sounds like someone's like tapping on something.
So there's an electric and an acoustic. There's bass and there's drum. There's vocal and there's a little bit of synth.
I did not pick up on the acoustic. It's right in the right ear. Oh.
I'd never heard it before either.
It's so in there. It's kind of like masked by the ride, I think. That's crazy.
That was a pretty little repeat lead there.
I love that guitar so much.
It's doing a lot right now.
That one just had such a nice groove.
Mm-hmm. Dark lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I never was able to really appreciate that song in terms of like, it wasn't the raunchy guitar and stuff I loved from the Benz or OK Computer, but now listening to it now, it was all of that in this really nice package with synth, with everything. And I just couldn't appreciate it till now. I feel like I'm saying that too much, but I'm really having a moment.
And that acoustic guitar was like hidden, like right under my nose. You know, it's like right there the whole time, but it's like, because there's so much focus on that guitar that you're talking about, right? And the drumming is so central as well.
But the bass, there was right after I talked about the bass being low end and like the notes being so close together that you can't really hear the transition. There's some really big pulls and some really big moments after that. I really love listening for the bass and everything and listening for the drums and everything.
Well, it's actually halfway.
Hi, everybody. This is Snack Time. I was in Brampton out at a convenience store. I thought it'd be convenient to buy a whole bunch of snacks for our show at one time. And I was going through snacks and I picked this one up. It's Masala by Mad Angles. Mad Angles, Masala. And the company's called Bingo. And then they don't even have a dollar sign on here. It's just, there's some other sign. So I think these are imported from somewhere.
These kind of have like the texture of like Triscuits or something. I haven't eaten one yet, but.
A smooth Triscuit. Triscuits are like a woven basket to me. But yeah, I get what you mean. I can see that.
These might be one of my favorite ones that we've had.
Amazing. These are S tier.
Yeah, I'm saying S tier. Okay, shall we move on to 7?
Yes.
Track 7 is Morning Bell / Amnesiac. This is very different than the Kid A version.
There's some like weird electrical horns.
Yeah.
I like them.
And this part, of course, I remember.
Also, shout out to Jeff Buckley. These guys went to go see Jeff Buckley at a concert. I read this online. Or no, it was a student. No, a student. It was a person on our feed, actually, mentioned it. And then hearing Jeff Buckley do falsettos, Tom York got the confidence to do falsettos. Like, that's what stood out to me in the song. It's just his vocals, how he does the falsetto. I love it so much.
That one, I mean, it's like that one probably is like the least memorable so far for me. The instrumentation is good. I just feel like the song itself is kind of, I don't know.
I critiqued it last album. I said it's my least favorite Radiohead song ever. That one was less least favorite than, I think I like that one better than the,
Okay, so the Amnesiac version you prefer.
I think, over Kid A, because the Kid A version I was like, meh. This one I was like, I kind of dig this.
We got track 8, Dollars and Cents.
Starts with some pretty fat bass.
Is that a cowbell? Or something. I don't know what he's hitting.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's gotta be.
Really good call. A big one.
I know you can't predict when it's gonna come. Those strings. It's almost like James Bond feeling or something.
Dissonant-ish. They don't feel very satisfying.
That one's a little bit puzzling. To me, like, not much stood out in that one off of like first listen. I don't know if it's one of those ones where it's you need to listen to it a couple times. Yeah, that one didn't do tons for me, if I'm being honest.
Good. That's the whole point. Are you mad at it?
A little bit.
No.
Sometimes I can find them a little bit frustrating because it's like, I know you guys can write catchy songs. And it's like, why don't you guys do it more?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I get the whole, like, experimenting with sounds. And they can do that. They can do it simultaneously. But I mean, like, sometimes, and I mean, again, it's just a first time listen, but like, there's no discernible melody that has like a structure that's memorable on that song. Or, I don't know, there wasn't tons there that stood out to me that much.
100% agree. That's never been a song that, it's like Morning Bell was kind of like arcing downward, and then this just kept the trajectory going in terms of this album's sound. Like, it was such a build in the beginning, and then Morning Bell, it takes the breath out of it or takes the wind out of the sails, and then this one, to me, further solidifies it.
Yeah, because it was on kind of a run. Like, it was on like a 5-song run there.
Like, I was blowing my freaking mind.
And then, yeah, these last two have kind of slowed that down.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, we'll move on to track 9, which is Hunting Bears.
I remember this one.
An instrumental? There's no lyrics.
Yeah.
Under this guitar, it kind of sounds like someone's playing with like a white noise filter.
Good call. I hear that.
Again, this sounds like it could be part of a score.
There we go. And that white noise almost sounds like ocean breeze.
Yeah, because I think he's going up on the filter and down, and it kind of just sounds like it's like a wave.
To me, that feels like a recording they did in the basement in their studio, and it was like, yes, let's put it on.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, to me, that one was a more enjoyable listen than the last two songs.
Yeah, totally. But it wasn't like a giant substance of greatness.
No.
Yeah, my expectations for Radiohead is every single song has to be an absolute perfect banger that's taking me to a place that I've never been before. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, I'll just, it doesn't get played again.
It's kind of hard to keep that up.
It's not nice that I do that. Like, these guys have changed the landscape on music in so many ways and inspired everyone who's playing now. And here I'm like, it's not perfect for me, so
That's okay. Beatles have songs like that.
Name one. That was really mean of me to say name one. I'm sorry. It's like you wearing that T-shirt from Nirvana. Name 3 songs from Nirvana. I do that to my students. I'm never going to do that again. That was too mean. The next song I actually used in history class once or twice, and then I stopped because it was a bit. But this is like an anti-war imperialism kind of vibe.
All right, so this is track 10, Like Spinning Plates.
Which is a metaphor.
That's pretty cool.
So cool. Such an urgency to it.
They definitely made this on a day when it was like rainy and cold in the UK.
Like any day.
Yeah, like they're so good at capturing that like miserable, like sad feeling.
It's a terrifying, urgent build. And the level of the volume of the music keeps you on edge.
Yeah, there's like this tension this whole time.
Yeah. So the video has this baby put into a machine and then like emblazoned with the UK logo and then spun around and it's crying, and it's a metaphor for turning it into a soldier. It's really freaking crazy. So I showed it to my class because I thought it was so applicable, but they were just like shocked by it, and it was jarring. It was nobody, freaked out or anything, but it might have been just too much. The spinning plates, right, is just trying to keep too many things together. I guess the end of imperialism, colonialism.
That's true, yeah, eventually just much shit. All right, so this is the last track, track 11, Life in a Glasshouse.
Clarinet.
This is pretty wild. It's like if it was a little faster, you should have snaps. But it's not that tempo. Those horns are great. And the clarinet, wow.
There's such flow with the clarinet.
This is like some sad jazz. Like it's kind of off kilter. It's kind of like wonky. Yeah, I was not expecting this. They like lean into it. too. Tons of versatility across the album too. Now that you think about it.
They're brilliant musicians.
It's not them playing the horns, right? It's not them playing the horns.
Can't be.
That would be crazy if it was. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Sometimes in that track, I would hear New Orleans, like when they're marching down the street, and there's that one trumpeter who's just blasting. Like there felt like there's something New Orleans in there.
Yeah, it felt like jazz, but if it was made in a place that's damp, wet, and cloudy all the time.
Almost like a dirge too. There's like
really interesting direction to go though, because they didn't really. There's that one, I forget. The only other time I can think of they kind of went in that like jazz direction was like that one outro on a Kid A song, I think.
Really, I don't remember.
I can't remember this song, but there's like this brief outro. It was like 30 seconds or something where like the drums just went off. Maybe it wasn't Kid A.
No, I know what you mean now.
I forget which one. So you're revisiting this album. So what are your thoughts?
The first 5 tracks blew my freaking mind, and I was like thinking, I think this might be superior to OK Computer, but I just didn't have the language to understand it. That's how I felt. And then Morning Bell came, and I'm like, I'm still riding that wave. And then, what was the next one after Morning Bell?
Dollars and Cents.
Dollars and Cents. I was like, meh. And I'm glad you said it first. And then the last 2 brought it back for me again. So this one's up there.
Yeah. How does this one compare for you to the other ones we've done?
In some ways, they're getting better all the time. In some ways, they're getting farther away from the easy stuff, which I, like Planet Telex on Pablo Honey is one of my favorite songs.
The Bends. It's the first track on the Bends.
It is, isn't it? Holy frick.
I'm a new convert too. I can cut that out. It's okay.
So for this, B+, A-, I think. There's like the songs that were good, the first 5 and the last 2 that were good, like they're really good. What do you think?
I don't know where in comparison to the other ones. Like this one to me feels the most out there. I don't know. I guess it's a trade-off. I guess it doesn't have to be a trade-off, but it's like they went out there, but it kind of, I feel like sometimes they left like the songs behind. They went there sonically, but then the weight wasn't pulled by the songs being there. And I don't know if that's the thing where it's one of the albums where you have to listen to a bunch of times, then the songs start to make sense. But off of first listen, that's like what I felt like, because there's like super high highs. Like those first 5 were great, especially I Might Be Wrong.
Yeah, that was a killer.
And I think it was You and Whose Army.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the second half for me was just a lot weaker than the first.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
like heavily weighed down by that. So I think I'm most excited for In Rainbows, just because I'm still waiting for that moment where like I have an album by them that like basically every song I'm like yes. So I don't know what I would say for this one.
Doesn't really matter.
B+, something like that.
Okay.
I'm still going on record and saying that so far the Benz is my favorite. Those are our thoughts. I mean, do you have anything else you want to say about the album?
I can't think of anything. It's nice listening to it as an older man, because when I first listened to it, I just didn't get it. I still liked it because everything they do I like, because they changed my life, musical life, and they still are.
There you go. And it's been with you for this long. So yeah, let us know what your thoughts are on Amnesiac.
So love all the comments that we get and the feedback, and then responding to your feedback. And sometimes I get so excited typing, I just type way too quick. I need to just chill, count to 5, and then respond, because there's so many good stuff. I think today I wrote "so real" in like under a second to somebody, because it's just so real. Thank you so much for joining us for our ongoing tour through Radiohead in a very close to chronological order.
Yeah, we'll be doing Pablo Honey soon.
Thank you very much.